I did all of that live. I did the whole live, right? And I must have pushed the mute button. I didn't even know I pushed the mute button, y'all. So I had to delete that whole fucking live. That shit is crazy, though. I had to delete that whole live because I muted with my damn finger, and I'm still trying to figure out how did I do that. They say don't never do this. Oh, you gotta watch the whole damn screen when you make a live like that anyway. Because I was sitting here saying some good shit and had to sit here and delete the live because I put it on mute. I don't know how I did that. Or whatever. Now y'all remember this show that used to come on? So, I'm gonna have to leave this. Hopefully this live will be not muted. But I made that whole live. That live must have been a damn hour, and I had to mute. I had to trash it because it was muted. But do y'all remember this?
It must be very frightening.
I muted though. I had to mute. I had to the whole time I was talking to y'all. Y'all probably couldn't even fucking hear me probably. Because my finger mute the damn video, yo. The live.
Can you understand that? It's something.
And that's a whole damn hour video. Because I think with YouTube you gotta make like a whole hour video to download it on there. Like I don't even think you could. You know what I mean? I gotta sit here and stop doing stuff with my damn finger. Look. But remember this. Do y'all remember this movie, right? It's not a movie. It's literally like a TV show. It's called Monsters. I think it came out like 1991 or 1987 or something like that. I know you're like, "Toya, for real?" So y'all, I made the whole damn live. I'm so mad. I made that whole damn live. And it was muted the whole damn time. So that means y'all didn't hear me the whole damn time. And ain't nobody say nothing.
It's not something I can force.
I'm so mad. Ooh, that thing juicy.
Okay.
But
Just
the whole damn live. I had to delete the whole live because it was muted. And then and I was sitting there up there talking about Beyonce and stuff. I got an appointment with, like I said in my other live, I had an appointment with Empire. I sit here and did that whole live, y'all, and have to do another one because that live was like muted. I'm doing nothing else with my damn finger because my finger just literally messed the whole live up.
With a man, Malcolm.
And now I got to go live all over again.
Try again.
But I'm going to do a live all over again. But it's a show that came on. I used to watch these shows with my mom. That's why I like the show so much. Because I watch it with my mom. And I feel bad. I'm sorry, y'all. Facebook friends, I am really, really sorry. Because I literally made that live. The live got to be like an hour. For me to put it on my YouTube page. I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was muted. But
you got your wires crossed, honey.
I didn't.
I go to I got an appointment at the cosmetology school.
He died 40 years before she was born.
Matter of fact, I just realized some shit.
Somehow she did.
I gotta go to two cosmetology schools. There's one over there in Gloucester City, and then there's another one over here in Cherry Hill. I might go to the one in Cherry Hill because I got a good relationship with them. I'm so mad, y'all. Because I was talking about Beyonce on that live.
It's the last big chance.
And it was muted the whole time. I'm shocked though, because didn't nobody say nothing. And this shit was muted the whole damn time. I ain't doing nothing else with my finger. Look. I gotta do another live. Because that whole live was muted. And nobody say nothing though.
No.
They sitting up there and listening to my live. And you know what I mean? They didn't even say nothing. Look, they didn't be like, Toy, I can't hear you. They didn't say that. They didn't be like, Toy, we can't hear you. They didn't say nothing like that.
Feel I have. Tell me something. You two are close.
I talked about my relationship. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this man, yo. I ain't never thought a relationship could be that damn difficult or that damn complicated. I'm so mad because that live was like an hour.
We both know I'm in a deep hole.
Hour and 34
right now, you're
minutes
the only friend I've got.
and 1 second. I was mad as hell. Because then I gotta do the live over again. You know what I mean? The live gotta be like an hour. The live gotta be long for you to be able to put it on a YouTube page and stuff. And I was talking about Beyonce and stuff. But I don't talk about Beyonce real bad because she a black woman like me. Like, I don't know, my boyfriend, like, he used to be like, yo, she worship the devil. How we know that? You know, all these people do that. All them celebrities do that. Not just her.
Just promise me you'll get me through this.
He's like, you okay with it? No, I'm not. I'm not okay with it. But I don't like, and that's my boyfriend problem. Like, stop judging people, yo. You're not God. Stop judging people. You don't get nowhere judging nobody, man. Shit. You don't get nowhere judging nobody, yo. That's not your job, yo. To judge people. I always say that. I hate that. Like, it's really whack to sit there and judge people. Like, it's not your job. You have no business judging somebody. That's God's job. I know y'all like, so your hair cute. Yeah. I did this myself. I did my hair for hours doing this shit. I was sitting there doing my hair and he's sitting up there sending text messages talking about we need to break up. So I gotta get away from him. Cause that's not normal. We was about to be a year, and he talking about that. I'm like, are you serious? I was like, how is that possible? I was like, I done got pregnant by you and miscarried, and you talking about breaking up? I'm like, all right, I can leave him alone for a while. Maybe I gotta make him miss me or something, because I just couldn't fucking believe it. I'm over here in my apartment doing my hair in my bathroom, and he's sitting up here talking about we need to break up. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I didn't even respond. I didn't respond right away.
What are you?
Okay, what is the hell?
Tell me.
Why are you doing this to me now?
What's my secret?
That's not.
Won't you tell me?
That's not helping me, yo.
I can feel your power like my own.
But
you're so special, Sarah.
some men can be very selfish, yo. I'm sorry, like some of them can be some men can be very selfish, yo. I'm sorry. Like, this is the best you came up with. Is we need to break up. It's not you, it's me.
And Richard's the price I'm willing to pay. Tell me what
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave him alone.
But keep playing this stupid game, and he's mine. Who do you
I'm gonna leave him alone and see how long this lasts. Look, because this man, yo, I didn't get in a relationship with you to break up.
Like that. There isn't a man alive who'd stay with you if he kept me.
We argue too much. No, you argue too much. If we get back together, I'm gonna just stare at him like he need help. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my Scorpio thing. I'm gonna just look at you and be like, I'm gonna just stare at him. I'm like, yeah, he need help. I'm gonna just stare at him. Look, not gonna sit here tolerate. I'm not gonna sit up here and deal with his shenanigans. I'm gonna just stare at him like he need help. Look, cause right there you need help. We didn't even get to. We were almost about to go a year in our relationship, and you decide to come out of left field, talk about we need to break up. Look, I'm gonna leave you alone, yo, so you can find yourself. Cause I can't be doing this, man. What's today? Today is Thursday, right? About to go into Friday. When that happened, when he did that Tuesday night, then the next day, I was walking all over my apartment crying. No, I'm not. I can't. You know what I mean? My mom's so old, sweet. Like I just like, yo. Yeah, I can't. I just not bother him. Like not even bother him. Just leave him alone. Just whatever. Cause this shit, that shit is fucking sad. You know what I mean? Look, don't nobody want to be in a relationship and break up. I don't like breaking up. I don't mind being by myself, but breaking up is like. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just like leave him alone. I'm gonna make him miss me. Shoot, like that's exactly what I'm gonna do to him. Look, I'm gonna make him miss my ass, and we live real close too. Look, to each other too. Look, and I'm gonna just make him miss me. Look, cause I can't keep doing this with him or whatever and stuff like that. Maybe we need a hiatus or something like that, or something like that. You know what I mean? Cause I'm not used to that type of relationship. I'm used to being with somebody for a long time. Yeah, I'm used to being in a long-term relationship. I'm not used to being in a relationship where he decide every. My mom said it seemed like my mom was saying to me. She's like, it seemed like he break up with you every 30 days. Look. She had a joke the whole time. Like, she was sitting here joking about this shit, and I'm in tears. And she's sitting up here like, he break up with you like every 30 days. And I was like, I'm just ain't gonna bother him no more. I just ain't gonna bother him, but that's all. You got a connection that's unbelievable. Like, you know what I mean? You wanna sit here and do that? Like, I'm like, man, these men be having you like, and then or whatever. I'm like, I can't. I've just been away from when he did that to me Tuesday night, and I haven't really said too much of nothing to him or whatever. I'll go right over there. I'll go right to his crib and get orange tangerines and paper towels, and he was like, he just looking at me like, look, you can look at me on my one all you want. Look, I'm sitting there. Look. I'm playing with you, man. Look, I'm not good with this type of stuff. Look, like I said, I am the one to be in long-term relationships. I'm not used to this type of stuff. Look, like this type of stuff. Look,
If you're so worried,
yeah.
Why don't you just go
Make you chase me.
Fox for yourself?
I'm gonna make him chase me. That's what I'm gonna make you do. Look. But my other life, I had literally made it. I had sat up there and did that whole live, y'all, and then the whole time that damn live was muted because my finger tapped on that shit. I was mad as hell. I talked about Beyonce. I talked about her marriage or whatever and stuff like that or whatever, because it's a shame that you married to a woman like Beyonce, but you still end up cheating. I don't understand it, and I'm a big Beyonce fan. I was like, that poor girl. I don't know how. I would love to ask her, like, Beyonce, how do you Beyonce, how do you handle this type of stuff? Because I don't know. If I was her, I would be wanting to do some hit. If I was Beyonce, I would want to hit Jay-Z with a frying pan. Like, for real. Because, like, I'm not built. I don't cheat. I'm not built for that. And stuff like that. So, on some real shit, like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't, like I said in my other life, like, at my age, I'm 41. I don't want to be with all kind of different people, different men. I want to be with one man. I don't want to be with I don't want to have multiple partners. I want to be with one person and stuff like that. I'm not even a cheater. Like, that's why I sit there and said in my last live, like, they need to get rid of flings. They need to get rid of one night stands. They need to get rid of that. If you're in a relationship, boy or girlfriend, relationship or whatever, you're supposed to be intimate. If you're married, you're supposed to be intimate. It's just, it's supposed to happen like that. But then, like, fling, one night stand? No. You're not supposed to be doing all that. Or whatever. At this age, I'm not trying to be like that. This is what I said in my last live, but it was muted. So, and somehow they was on that live and didn't say, Toya, I can't hear you. They didn't say nothing like that. Or whatever and stuff like that. They just sit there and let me just say stuff. Or whatever. And didn't even tell me, like, Toya, you know your live video is muted, right? They just sit there and let me just talk. But like I said, if you in a relationship, be with that one person. That goes for a man and a woman. Don't be with multiple people because, like I keep saying in my last live, it's a lot of soul ties. So when you leave the old relationship and whatever, you still gotta go pray or something or whatever. Because you when you get intimate with somebody, you literally connected, soul tied with the person and whatever. And I'm like that with him or whatever. I don't know what he think this is. Like, for real. You think he gonna sit here and be like, what do you think? I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm connected to you. Like, what makes you think I want to be with somebody else that quick? What the fuck? I told him I don't think he get it. If it's day like this where we broken up, I'm gonna be celibate. I don't mind being celibate. I'm a Scorpio. I know I did that before. I was celibate for 7 years. Or whatever. That is not a problem for me. I don't have to have sex, yo. I don't even watch porn. So therefore, I ain't gonna miss nothing. Like, for real. And he, like, the hell? And stuff like that. I could stay away from you. You whatever and stuff like that. That's, you know what I mean? I could stay away from you then. You know what I mean? But on some real shit, you know what I mean? I don't want to be with. There's a lot of, and when you with your, and you gotta really be honest with you, for real, you really gotta think about their past relationships. You know why? Because when you was with your last ex, when you was with your ex, straight connection, straight attachment. You know, I think every time you leave the past, the ex or whatever, I think you need to have like a spiritual guide or something and pray with them or something, because this shit is like, this shit is just crazy. You know what I mean? So that's why I sit here and say I just want to be with one man. I don't want to be with random motherfuckers and strangers. That's why, you know what I mean? That's why we got STDs out here. I don't not like STDs, yo. I could be with that one man for 10 years, y'all. 10 years, 15, 8. You know what I mean? 20 years, 23 years. I don't even, and then I sit here and think about Jay-Z and Beyonce marriage. I'm like, do he think about the STDs and stuff when he out there cheating? You know what I mean? Do he think about catching something? It's STDs out there. You a sister celebrity with a lot of money. You can catch STDs too, just like a normal person can. I'm scared of fucking STDs. That's why I want to be with one person for years. I don't like being with multiple people, man. Or whatever. Because that's how you catch something quick. You catch your STD quick as hell. You know what I mean? I'd rather be with the one man. I'd be with the same man for several years. Or whatever. And stuff like that. I don't want to be with random motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Some people want to be with a lot of multiple people. We need to stop this shit. Because this is why we got fucking STDs and shit. You know what I mean? Fucking HIV, AIDS, syphilis, chlamydia, gonorrhea, all these fucking STDs and shit. You better off, you safe being with that one person. You know what I mean? Than sit here and messing with multiple people. I hate STDs and shit. You know what I mean? We wouldn't have this shit if you just be with that one person. I don't understand. I don't understand married couples either. Because when the person, even married couples is the husband cheating or the wife. And y'all ain't scared to catch an STD? I'm scared of that shit. I want to be with the same man for years. Because I don't like no fucking STDs. You know what I mean? I would be with the same motherfucker for 25 years, man. I mean, old with that person, man. Because I don't like being with different motherfuckers. Or whatever.
He always waits for me to see it.
Like, I don't got, even though me and him is not seeing each other, but I am not, and that's what he gonna say to me today. You go ahead and ask your other, what? 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 Look, I said, this man crazy, yo. For real. For real. Yeah. Like I said in my other life, and that life was muted. I was sitting here, like, I said to myself, I said, he will be the first and last cancer I ever be with. Okay? Because if he's like that, I'm sure is other man cancers like that. Is other men cancers like that. Because they born in July. So therefore, or whatever, I'm good. Because I don't want to, no, he would be the first and last. Because the don't know what you want type of stuff. Like I said to him. And shoot, that's why I said, and don't take, y'all men that's on my live, don't take this the wrong way. But like I said before, us women is mature than guys. You know what I mean? We develop faster than y'all and everything. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But y'all mindset, I don't know what's up. And then, like I said, y'all men got a one-track mind. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all men think about every day. And if you and then just leave me a comment and be like, Toya, you right? Toya, you right, Toya. I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all fucking worry about every fucking day. Work, money, food. If you're in a relationship or something, sex or whatever, this is y'all wrong, because y'all got one track mind. So y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all really is, what y'all like the most. Probably fucking sex, food, money, work. Y'all got four fucking options and shit. And that's if you want to go shopping and buy clothes or sneakers or something like that. But other than that, y'all got that one track mind. So I'm gonna tell you, y'all four that you like the most. It's gonna be probably number one, probably gonna be food, and then the other one probably gonna be the second. But I don't think I'll put sex for the fifth, and then probably food, then money, work. What else? Going shopping for yourself, and then the fifth is sex. If you're in a relationship or whatever and stuff like that. Cause y'all got one track mind. You only think with your one track mind. You only work with your one side of your brain. And guess what us women do? We don't have a one-track mind. We work with all of our whole damn brain. Like some fucking chicks can be married or in a relationship and have sex with a man and still writing a list, food shopping list. Multitasking and having sex at the same fucking time. A man wouldn't be able to do all of that shit. We don't have a one-track mind. Our brain is all over the damn place. We either talk about food shopping, doing something for ourselves, or keep us up, maintenance, or whatever, hygiene and stuff like that, or whatever and stuff like that, and whatever, because we think we're our whole brain, but y'all got a one-track mind. Y'all just work with half of your brain.
Workarounds and avoiding.
And I'm always be with older men, because he's like he's in his late 40s. At that, like I said to him, at shit age, you should already know what you want and shit. And I'm not gonna be playing ring around the rosy with this individual and stuff like that. I don't have time or whatever. I don't mind being celibate and shit. I don't gotta be with multiple motherfuckers. That's why I'm telling you on everything I love. Listen to what I'm saying to you. If every individual, every human being be with that one person and not have multiples or nothing like that, it wouldn't be so much fucking STDs out here. If you just be with that one individual and whatever, it wouldn't be so many fucking STDs out here. I'm scared of STDs.
See what this is.
You know what I mean? I hate that shit.
Instead of settling,
or whatever. And stuff like that. With him, I think he just gonna give us, I'm gonna just not pay him no mind. I tuned him out today.
Avoid this matrimony.
Because he, another thing, that's my fault though. I did spoil the fuck out of him though. You know what I mean? He liked my cooking, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. And stuff. You know what I mean? So I did spoil the shit out of him. Or whatever. But I'm going to leave you alone because I'm a Scorpio. We not built to be sitting here having half relationship, half not. And stuff like that. The last live I made, I had it mute the whole time and I couldn't believe what nobody say nothing. Or whatever. And this is what I be talking about. And that was a good live that I put up there. But I'm sitting there saying, no, it'll be better. It'll be better for every human being as to be with one person. And you don't gotta worry about having an STD. Look, if you be with multiples, I guarantee. If you be with a multiple, I guarantee you gonna catch something. I am not making this shit up. If you be with multiple motherfuckers, I guarantee you gonna catch something.
You don't have to believe in it.
I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Help me before it's too late.
I remember a motherfucker gave me something and I ain't deal with him no more. And that was years ago. You know what I mean? And stuff. I don't fuck with, I'm not gonna, nah. I'm out. That means that person is funky as hell. So that's why I'm sitting here saying, you can't give me something, I'm gone. I'm out. I am done. I am bouncing. Like for real. I am out of here. My cousin went live too. Again, I had to make another live because that other live was muted. But like for real, I don't play that shit. I don't play that shit. You can't give me something, I'm gone. You ain't gonna never. I'm gone, and I'm gonna change my number. Look, and I'm gonna fucking disappear. Look, I know how to. And the only thing about a Scorpio, we know how to go ghost. Me and my cousin was talking about that. My cousin my age, we know how to go ghost. Like, I'm good at ghosting. Look, like for real.
I apologize for bothering you.
Cause I don't play that shit. I'm telling you, y'all, the human beings, humankind, it'll be better off. It'll be better for you to be that one with that one person That way you don't gotta worry about STDs, y'all. And you go ahead and be with that one person. Because it's just you and him. You and that person. You don't got whatever and stuff like that. But if you be with multiples, 9 out of 10 you gonna catch something. Or whatever. I've been with this man. I've been with him. You've been. I don't know what to do with him. And what he want to do with me. Like, I don't got time to keep playing games with him, man. Like, and then what's really crazy? At his age, he should already know what he wants. I don't got time to keep playing with him or whatever and stuff like that. At your age, you should already know what you want and stuff. You should never be like, oh, I'm not sure. Look, come on, man. I'm always sure and stuff like that. You should always know what you want and stuff. At that age, when you go over 40 something, you should supposed to already know what you want. I'm 41 years old. I already know what I want out of life. A husband and a baby. I always wanted a husband, maybe 2 kids. But if God could bless me, push out 1 baby, I'll be fine with that. Or whatever. But for real, like, seriously, I'm telling you, you human beings, y'all humans, y'all better off being with the one person. Because if you be with multiples, 9 out of 10, you're going to end up catching something. And then whoever you sleeping with ain't going to tell you they got something. Or they don't even know they got anything. Trust me, I've been through back in years back. And shit, I know what I'm fucking talking about, yo. And that shit is so embarrassing. When you go to the doctors and get checked, and they talking about you got this. And you fucking, that's embarrassing. Look. So that's why I'm sitting here saying this shit. Because this shit.
Good. Fetch it.
Yeah, I'm good. But yes, I'm serious. This shit is crazy to me, though. Because on some real shit, when you stick with one person, that goes for marriage too. But I feel like I said, last live, my live was mute. But Beyonce, I don't know what to say. And she's my number one, like, for real. I hate to see her in the tabloids, yo. I haven't seen her in the tabloids in a while, so I think everything is fine. But when I start seeing her in tabloids with her and Jay-Z, I said, damn, he cheated again. I found out. So I tell you, to be a Beyonce fan, I be finding out shit. I found out Jay-Z was dating Brandy, and I'm like, Brandy, for real?
Burn the candle as an offering in St. Patrick's.
Like, and I'm a beehive. So mind you, I'm like, for real? I like Beyonce. I like Brandy too, though. But for real, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be real with you, yo. Some women out there, some women are scandalous, yo. Or whatever. I will say that. Some women are scandalous. Like, some women know that shit, that some women, and this is real shit, some women know that shit dude. They know that shit dude. They know that shit man, right?
Tell me its name, Bill, from now on.
And then they'll try to get with him.
You know I can't deal with it unless I know its name.
You know what I mean? Because I had to make another live because the other live was muted and then nobody tell me, look. But at the same time, like, for real, they know that shit man, and they gonna try to fuck with him. I hate shit like that or whatever and stuff like that. Me and him taking a break, but at the same fucking time, or whatever, I might not see somebody coming out the apartment.
It's staring at me.
Can I split now, man?
You gonna have a, you know what I mean, or whatever and stuff like that. Cause I don't move. One thing about me, I don't move fast. Like I said before, and my live was muted. My other live was muted. But like Toya can be celibate. Toya can be celibate for years. And guess what, y'all? That's why I'm sitting here saying. That's why my mom. This is real shit, y'all. My mom want me to be a minister, y'all. I know y'all like, Toya, are you serious? My mom want me to be a minister because she literally says this to me over and over again on the phone. So I'm like, a minister, mom? Or whatever and stuff like that. A minister, mom? She said, I think you should too. Mom, I'm still having sex. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm sitting here. I'll be like, sitting here Mom, I can't. Man, look, one thing about me, I don't play with God. I don't want to be a minister, right? And knowing I'm still having sex. Like, that's why I'm sitting here telling Mom, said, that do make sense. Like, why would I do that knowing I'm still being intimate with the individual? Look.
He's not an assistant. He doesn't know anything.
Some people, like my mom, for years, because I don't do nothing. I don't do weed no more. I don't do nothing. All I do is eat food, water, and juice. Or whatever. My mom, I'm like, well, now that I'm 41, my mom was like, you should be a minister, Toy. Mom, I probably could be a minister, but like I said, I'm still intimate with the individual. Look, you can't be a minister. You can't, I don't play with God, yo. Because if I'm going to end up being a minister, I'm going to do everything the right way. You know what I mean? Because the reason why she keeps saying this because I don't do nothing. She's mean, I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do jack. I don't go to bars. I don't do nothing. You know what I mean? This is why my mom's saying this shit. You know what I mean? Stuff like that or whatever. But I'm still intimate with the individual. You gotta be a pure minister. If you no ministers don't have sex, man. So therefore, I have to do things the right way. Or whatever. I can't sit here and half-ass the shit. I gotta sit here and be real with it. I can't sit up here and not, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. Then my sister, you need to go back to school and be a mental health counselor and a drug addict counselor too. Mom. Because mind you, I was fucked up when Lynette passed away, so I got addicted to Percocets and oxycodone. That was back in 2006, and then I stopped in 2009. So I've been clean for years. So I absolutely don't do jack. I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't do nothing. I don't drink. I don't do anything. Only thing going inside my body literally is food and water and juice. Or whatever. And stuff like that. But this is why my mom is saying the stuff she's saying. Now, my mom, when I was in my 20s, I was sitting there, when I was in my 20s, I was looking at my mom like she was crazy. When my mom was sitting here talking about, Toya, you should be a missionary.
Can we get out of the circle now?
A missionary, Mom?
Yes.
Yeah. Toya, you should be a missionary. Because mind you, I'm a Christian and I'm a Mormon. So then my mom, like, you should be a missionary or whatever. In my 20s? I'm not worried. When I was in my 20s, I wasn't worrying about no damn missionary. I was worrying about going to the club and having fun. At that time, my mind frame was on something else. Now I'm 41 years old.
Except for conjuring one, I guess
and I don't do nothing now. I don't drink, smoke. I don't do nothing. I don't smoke weed. My boyfriend smoke weed every fucking day. I swear, I really believe this shit. No lie. I'm not making this shit up. I really be thinking that he, you know what I mean? When you be like that and you've been doing it so long. So, you know, when you do something for a long time, after a while, it's like, it's normal for you. So you don't even think nothing of it. But what I'm going to say is,
You need an assistant.
you just come out of left field,
Yeah.
Tuesday night.
Need some help around here.
I'm sitting here doing my hair, minding my business, and you send me a text talking about we need to break up. Come out of nowhere saying that.
Leave this woman.
He lucky, you know, off the cartoons. Like, you know, when you watch a cartoon and the character in the cartoon, they arm get real long. If it was up to me, I would take my long ass arm and smack the shit out of him. Because it's too late for that. I done got pregnant and miscarried. And you sit here talking about some breaking up.
I'll let you trade anything everything from sports to alien sightings.
And I ain't even sure if I might be knocked up again. And this is the best. I ain't say nothing, but I said something later. This is the best. This is the best thing you came up with, or whatever. This is the best you came up with. You thought this in your head. That's the best thing you came with that. This is what you came up with. This is what you just said. I just said, and then now today, here you go, today. I just say that stuff because I was mad. We always fighting. No, we don't fight. We argue. Stop. And see, then I gotta sit here and say to him, there's a difference between arguing and fighting. Fighting is I'm putting my hands on you. When we putting our hands on each other. No, we're not doing that. Arguments. You really think? I don't want to, and I'm sitting here giving him a break because I think he's something ain't right. So I'm sitting here, look, just like you chased me in the beginning, I'm going to have you chase me again because I don't got time for this. I'm not used to this type of stuff. I'm used to being in long-term relationships or whatever. So I don't know what he got in his head or whatever and stuff like that. So therefore, I'm like, I won't pay you no money, yo. I'm gonna take my mom like, I don't think you should, Mom, leave me alone. I done cleaned my apartment and cleaned my home so many times to the point it's spotless. I'm taking my ass back to school, to cosmetology school. I'm not gonna be sitting up here all day, just sitting up here chilling. I don't like sitting. I don't like staying that still that long in a home. I want to do something with myself. People that know me know Toya like to go either work or go to school. I can't work no more. I got epilepsy. I can't work no more. But I can take my ass to school though. And that's why I'm sitting here saying, while he's sitting here trying to figure stuff out, I'm going to be sitting here going to school, man. Like I said in my other life, I had to literally delete it because it was muted the whole time. So that means that didn't nobody really hear me then.
Yes, of course I like electricity. I've grown quite.
But like I said, for real.
What?
I'm not going to, I'm going to take my ass to school, man. And like I said in my other life, when it was muted and I didn't even know. Like, y'all need to get the Beatles tea bags. Make it easy for you women that like to get your nails done and stuff like that. Or you decided, like, because I ain't going to lie to you, the nail salon is getting outrageous and stuff like that. And like I said, I learned how to do my nails when I was 12. Or whatever. I learned how to do my nails when I was 12. Lynette gave me my first kit when I was 12 years old. Like, I'm so good at doing nails to the point I could do nails without a nail drill, y'all. See, back in my time, back in that time when I was doing nails and whatever like that, the nail file was the only thing I could use at the time. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. I'm sure back in them days they did have nail drills, but now there's nail drills out here and whatever. And stuff like that. I got a nail drill. One thing I could say about this man is he is a good man. He got me a nail desk, nail chair. He got me like a stand thing for my nails to go on in here and stuff like that. I don't want to do people nails. This is the thing about me. This is how you know I'm not playing. I don't want to do people nails and they, you know what I mean, catch something. So I'd rather go back to school. Even though I already know about that shit already. And stuff like that. Because I will be honest with you. If you use the nail drill, right? And the nail drill is on, okay, if it's on 7, then you good. If the nail drill is on 7, then you're fine. You don't gotta worry about, because you know you could cut yourself with a nail drill or whatever. If the nail drill is on, let me say, the speed. If the nail drill is on 10, you're going to cut yourself. If it's on 9. You know what I mean? Some people don't. I'm telling you, my sister, my oldest sister said, "Damn, Toya, you on your shit." Like my boyfriend, I got mad one time and broke my nail drill, and then he went and bought me one or whatever. But like I said, you gotta know how to use it. If you don't use it right or whatever, because a nail drill is very sharp, yo. If you put that shit on 20, that shit gonna fucking cut your finger, cut your nail. Like it's gonna cut your skin or whatever. If you put it on 20, if you put it on 10, 11, you're gonna cut your fucking self. If you put that shit on 8, you're gonna cut yourself or whatever and stuff like that. Cause I bought the Beatles T-Pex nail kit, and then I did my nails or whatever. Cause I refuse to give the nail salon $85.
Excuse me.
I refuse to get them $95. I did my toes today too, and stuff like that, and shit. And then I did my hair. Like I said, I did my hair Tuesday night, and shit. I'm not gonna be spending buku money on getting my nails done, and I probably could do it myself or whatever. It's called the Beatles T-Pex or whatever. I might need another box because I only got the square, the square or whatever. Or whatever. I'm gonna get. My favorite. I like the square, the long square, and I like the almond. The coffin. I'm gonna be real with y'all with this damn coffin shape. This coffin shape really look like a fucking coffin, man. I think that's probably why I don't like it. I know y'all like, so you don't like it? I think, y'all, to be honest with y'all, this is probably why I don't like the coffin shape, because it really look like a fucking casket. You know what I mean? This is why I don't like the coffin shape. It's either almond, square, round, oval, or something like that, because I like it oval too. I don't like this damn coffin. I don't know. I just seen the one called the duck shape. I think I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be real with you. For somebody that's a nail tech and all that, and nail techs and stuff like that. Who came up with the duck shape? Cause it really looked like a duck. It really looked like duck feet. Like on some realness. Like whoever came up with that, whoever came up with that trend. With the nail shape, duck shape, I would like to tell that person, you was you just came up with something, huh? Even with the coffin shape, you just came up with something. You know what I mean? Like this shit cracks me the fuck up. For somebody like me that's a nail tech, I'm looking at this, looking at the shapes and shit. And people like, so you could do all of them? Yeah, I could fucking do all the nail shapes in my sleep. I literally dream about nails in my dreams, y'all. It's real bad. That's why I say I need to take my ass back to school. Look. You know what I mean? And hair too. And stuff like that. I even learned how to do individual. People like, Toy, you do know how to do individuals? Yeah, I know how to do individuals, but it takes too damn long. So I use the strips. Because the individuals, oh God, you're gonna be there forever.
Red meat makes me mean.
And stuff like that. Like the Tip-X, the Tip-X kit, the Beatles Tip-X kit. That was the best thing. Whoever made that kit, that was great to make a kit like that, making it easy for us women or whatever. Even though I know how to do the acrylic and stuff like that, acrylic. And stuff like that, but my boyfriend never liked the smell or whatever. And it's funny because I do like the acrylic, but I like the poly gel too. I know you're like, damn, you know how to do that shit too? Yeah. I know how to do all that shit in my sleep. I literally, this is how you know Toy is really serious about this shit. I dream about this shit. I dream about fingernail polishes, nails, all this shit in my dreams and shit. And stuff. Hairstyles and shit. And all this shit. I know you're like, damn, Toy, for real. That's how I know I need to take my ass back to school. Because my man, he's a good guy. He just,
me to write a book for you.
He's just like, we do need to stop arguing. I ain't gonna fucking lie. We do need to stop arguing because it's too early in the relationship for us to even be arguing like that. And if I do get back with him, I'm gonna just stare at him. I'm gonna just give him this look.
Oh my God, the electric company. I forgot to go down and pay them cash.
I'm gonna let him argue by himself. That's what I used to do with my ex-fiance. I used to do that with Damian a lot. I used to have Damian argue by himself. Like, literally, I used to really have my ex-fiance do that. I used to have him argue by himself. But I do like polygel, y'all. Because, you know, my boyfriend don't like the smell. But you see all this shit I got? And he gave me this stand thing to put my stuff on there. I know y'all trying to figure out, like, what's that with toy? That's the patty gel. I love this shit. Or whatever. I got all kinds of oil. I charge for the nut, for put press-ons on you. I'm going to charge you $5. And then, he, like I said, he got me this. The desk. I got too much shit, though. It's to the point where it's, like, unbelievable. Like, it's really unbelievable, y'all. All the stuff I got. And like I was sitting here saying, I was telling he told me I need backup. Like, I need, for somebody that's a nail tech like me, I need this is the Tipex I was telling y'all about. And it come with 224 pieces of nails. And it come with the glue, it come with the primer, it come with the hydrator, and all that shit. It come with the glue.
I don't know.
It come with all that stuff. Cause I love now I'm in love with but I'm gonna tell you who I like the most. I like the polygel, but I like polygel a lot because it don't got no smell. You don't gotta worry about it smelling bad and shit when you want to do your nails and shit. But this is my favorite too. These are my favorite polygels. You know, cause acrylic do got a smell, yo. Oh shit. Acrylic do got a smell. So that's why I'm sitting here saying acrylic do got a smell. Like, it can smell really bad. And my boyfriend, well, you know, men don't like that smell. And my boyfriend didn't like that smell. Because when I used to do it, it used to smell like it used to smell like a damn nail salon in here and stuff like that. So I said, I'm going to have to fall back on using it. I have to fall back on using it all the time. And stuff like that because the shit is strong. And stuff like that. And I just found, you know what else I like? You know what else people I like? The other acrylic thing that I like, but I don't know. I think they shut down. I used to buy Purple Phoenix. I used to buy that. And one thing about going to school, when you go to school for being a nail tech, they give you a lot of stuff for you to start off with. They do. They give you a lot of stuff to start off with. When you want to do hair, I still got manicures from when I was in school, or whatever, and stuff like that. I got 5 mannequins in here and stuff like that. And I'm going back to school. So mind you, when I go back to school, I'm gonna get more mannequins. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get more mannequins. I'm gonna get more nail shit. And they're like, Toya, you serious? Yes. This is what these cosmetology schools do, yo. They give you the stuff to start off and shit, or whatever. Now, like I said, I will sit there and say, like I was sitting here saying about the nail drill. For you not to cut yourself, and when you use the nail drill, because I know y'all like, damn, so you on your shit. Because like I said, I went to Empire Beauty School back in 2023. And then, like I said, my sister gave me my first kit when I was 12 years old. But with the nail drill, for you not to cut yourself, you gotta be careful with that nail drill. I ain't gonna fucking hold you. Because, like, with the nail drill, if you make the nail drill speed too high, all the way up past 7, you gonna cut yourself. And then you'll end up getting the person, or that's why I want to go back to school too and get certified, so I won't have to, like, if I do somebody nails, you know what I mean, and stuff like that, I won't hurt them. I want to be really prepared for that type of stuff. I did people nails. I've been living here 9 years. Must have did like 3, 4, 5 people nails out here already, and stuff like that. And you know what I mean, and the stuff like that. The nail drill is really fucking sharp. That shit strong. That shit sharp as hell. You gotta really know what the fuck you doing messing with a nail drill, yo. Like you can't just sit up here and do nails. You could cut. I did that to myself. That's why I'm sitting here telling you. Like I did it. I remember I was doing my nails and cut myself with this fucking nail drill and stuff like that. And then I gotta put something on it so it can fucking heal and shit and stuff like that and stuff. That's why I want to go back to school. I'm gonna tell you, the nail tech business is big time. But it's big time. It really is, man. And I know females that's doing nails out of their house, out of their apartments and stuff like that. But when you go back to school and do it, go back to school and get certified to do that, or whatever, and stuff like that. Because my boyfriend used to say to me, like, "Do you want your own salon?" I said, "Nope." He said, "You don't want your own nail salon?" No. He said, "Why?" Because I'm gonna tell you why. I don't want my own nail salon. I don't want my own nail salon, and I don't want my own hair salon. I don't want that because that's I'm gonna be an owner. Therefore, everything is on me. Everything. I don't and stuff like that. And this is the thing I'm saying. Everything is on you. When you own a salon. Only reason why I know about this shit because when I went to Empire, and I might go back. I'm going back. But when one thing I always sit there because they ask me. My teachers used to ask me. My instructors used to ask me, "Do you want your own hair salon, your own nail salon?" I'm like, "No." Why? I'd rather work at somebody else's nail salon or hair salon. I don't want to have my own hair salon because everything is that's all you're the owner. Everything is on you. That's what they don't tell you. Everything is on you. Everything is on you. You gotta restock. You gotta stock and shit. You run out of shit, you gotta restock this shit and stuff like that, and whatever which you don't have and shit. Everything is on you.
If I help you with this,
hire the right nail techs
I'm Devil Marty.
and stuff like that.
I'm Devil Me.
Same thing with it being if you wanted your own hair salon, you gotta hire the right hairstylist and hoping these people know what they doing. I don't want to be owning nothing. My boyfriend said, "Are you serious?" No, I don't want to own a hair salon. I don't want to own a nail salon or whatever. It's too much of a job, man. I was looking at this hairstylist on Instagram and YouTube. She like, she said, "I'm ready to like," and then on top of that, that's why I'm sitting here saying,
If you don't
I'm gonna go back to school, y'all. Get certified, right? This is the plan. This is my plan. I hope, pray to God it go well, because I'm getting tired of having seizures. But at the same time, I'm praying to God I could go far, because this is my plan. Get certified to be a hairstylist and a nail tech, right?
Romantic and glamorous.
Because you know when you do cosmetology, you end up doing everything. They'll have you do every hair, nails, makeup, everything, skin. Everything. You're going to end up doing everything. That's what I love about Empire Beauty School. Because they going to teach you everything. Look. I get certified and all that stuff. And stuff like that. I'm going to teach people how to fucking do nails and shit. And fucking hair. And shit like that. Come to find out. To be a cosmetology teacher is more money than being a hairstylist, nail tech itself. You get more money being a damn teacher or shit and teaching people how to do this shit than to sit there and that's the plan. Because I seen the girl she was sitting up there doing somebody her client nails. She said I have classes online. She said, y'all can come to my classes online, literally a nail tech course or whatever. This is exactly what the plan I'm going to do.
So you don't get away with trying to change.
And stuff like that. This is my plan.
A minor devil's never
And stuff like that.
a minor angel.
I learned how to braid my hair and shit. Because, you know, all these damn mannequins, I better learn how to braid hair. Look. But like I said, I always listen when I tell y'all, people that know me. I used to always go to the nail salon and get my nails done. But I always knew how to do my own nails, y'all. Only reason why I used to go to the nail salon is because I was being lazy. And I just did not feel like doing my own nails. But the whole time I had the talent, the whole time. I learned how to do weaves when I was 16. So that's why I'm sitting here saying, like, doing weave and hair and all that is not even hard. Anybody could do it or whatever. My niece is 6 years old, and she's talking about she want to do hair. My great, matter of fact, not my niece. This is my great niece, and she's 6 years old. Talking about, I swear, I want to be a hairstylist, and I want to be a nail tech. And I said, "I'll be fucking damn." So she been watching me. You know what I mean? And she's 6. So that's why I'm sitting here saying, and then my best friend Jamie was like, "What you do to my daughters?" I was like what? They like nails, toy, and hair. It's like that. I mean, it's only a man have to worry about is like getting their hair braided or getting their hair cut or buy the newest Jordans or newest Nikes, the newest sneakers. The latest sneakers, the latest clothes and shit. Us women, that's what, y'all. We gotta do our eyelashes. We gotta do our makeup. We gotta do our fucking hair. You know what I mean? Hairstyles and stuff like that. We gotta do our nails. These men don't have to worry about that shit. Or whatever. We got a lot to do. We gotta get our toes done. We gotta get our eyelashes done. We gotta get our hair done. We gotta get our nails done. The nail style, the nail business is going up the roof. They come up with a trend it seems like they come up with a trend every couple months or every couple weeks. Because when they start talking about the duck shape, I was like, what the I said, I'm gonna have to start writing emails to these people, because who came up with the duck shape? That nail shape really looked like a duck feet. So who came up with this shit? And whatever. Yeah. There's always a nail tech that come up with it. You know, a nail tech came up with that. It's like the nail tech came up with the coffin. I'm not gonna, matter of fact, I'll make y'all laugh. I'm not gonna call it the coffin no more. I'm gonna call it the casket. Because that's exactly what it is. Casket nails. Casket shaped nails. Casket shaped. Look. The hell? I'm telling you, a nail tech came up with that. Or whatever. A nail tech came up with that. Nail techs came up. I'm telling you, polygel is like your polygel. Once you learn how to do that shit, you're a master at this shit. Polygel is, you know what I mean? I could do that and ain't nobody smell the fumes. You know what I mean? And stuff like that, because they don't got no smell. But acrylic, my boyfriend be like, smell like a damn nail salon. When my brother used to come here a lot, when he used to have time to come over, damn, Toy, you did your nails? I'm like, yeah. Smell like a whole nail salon in here, look. I'm like, yeah. But now I'm gonna have to, I'm looking at this other nail place, this other nail company that. Now I'm trying to find I'm trying to find monomer with no smell. The other place had it, but every time I get on their website, it's like shut down. So the one that I seen, because I'm gonna try to get monomer in whatever with no odor, low odor with no smell. I know whatchamacallit, Valentino is like that. And one thing about, I will sit here and say, as a nail tech, it's so important to get, you gotta get the You gotta get the name brand up. You gotta get the quality of the acrylic powder, and you gotta get the quality of the monomer liquid. You have to. You can't get no cheap shit because that shit is not gonna last long. You know what I mean? If you get cheap stuff, it's not gonna last long. That shit is not gonna be right. You gotta get quality. Valentino is quality. Young Nels is quality. What's the other place? Beatles. Beatles don't have that though. Beatles got like gel polish and all that stuff and or whatever. Beatles is coming up though. But Beatles, I like Beetle fingernail polish. They gel polish. I like it's another one called It's called I Gel Beauty. That's the one I like them. They build a gel. You know, you could sit there. You know, you don't gotta always use acrylic to do your nails, right? You could use the builder gel. You could use the poly gel. You could use, I mean, it's, man, whoever came with these trends, that was the best thing they could have ever did. You don't really gotta use acrylic for everything. You know what I mean? You could even now I'm starting to learn how to do the 3D designs and shit. If I keep watching that shit, I'm gonna master this shit soon. Look, I said one day I'm gonna do another nail. I'm gonna do another full set. And I'm gonna do the 3D flowers and shit. I know you're like, damn, so man, this shit's so easy. I literally dream about this stuff in my sleep. And you gotta have quality gel polish. You can't have nothing fake. You can't have nothing cheap. Or whatever. I know how it is. I know nail techs be mad as shit when they know they need quality. High quality shit. They need the high quality shit. If you don't have the high quality shit, it's not gonna come out right. You use cheap shit, it's not gonna come out right. You have to have a high quality. Like I used to, Purple Phoenix, they used to have a 9 older monomer liquid and shit. Shut down. Now I gotta go to Young Nails or Valentino. And then I will tell you this. You gotta have a high quality nail drill too. Shit. I know y'all like, Toya, you serious? Yeah, the nail drill gotta be high quality, man. Look. My boyfriend like, are you serious? I'm dead serious. Because the nail drill he bought me is good. But I need high quality. As a matter of fact, the nail drill he bought me is 50,000 RPMs. And shit. So therefore, you know what I mean? It gotta be 50,000 or whatever. But that 50,000 RPMs is kind of woohoo speed high. Or whatever, you get the 35,000 RPMs or whatever and stuff like that. You gotta have a high quality nail drill or whatever and stuff like that. Now I know I knew. See, one thing about whatchamacallit, I knew she was gonna end up doing tattoos. Crystal, your sister. I knew she was gonna do tattoos because she got natural talent. This girl do every fucking thing. I'm telling you, which this girl don't do. I swear to goodness, I'm really proud of her. I'm impressed by her. I'm really am. I'm really, really proud of her. I'm really impressed by this girl. She got multiple talent and shit. Nails. She's a nail tech. She do hair. She do tattoos. She cook. She's a caterer. I mean, what this girl don't do, whatever and stuff like that. Mad talent. And I keep telling myself, I'm going to go to her to get my nails done. I'm going to go to her, and I never get a chance to look. But now the damn girl do tattoos now. And I'm like, oh my God, are you fucking serious? Look. And shit like that.
I'm supposed to take you to the day room.
I was like, I wouldn't know how to, you got to know how to draw to do tattoos, yo. Like, for real, you really got to know how to draw to do tattoos. And baby girl can fucking draw. I knew she was going to be a darn tattoo artist. She could fucking draw, look. I can't draw for shit. Or whatever. But guess what, y'all? That's not all the time. Nail tech and nail tech, hairstylist, makeup, eyelashes, all that stuff. Skin, and all that. But guess what? So we got other skills too that people don't know about. People that went to high school with me know. A fashion designer. I know y'all like, Toya, are you fucking serious? Yeah. Because when I used to go to Cycloville Vogue for 4 years or whatever, I learned Well, when I was in middle school too, I literally, my mom be sitting up here like, oh my God, Toy. I literally, that's why I sit there and be thinking to myself like, but my mom, see, and the thing about my mom don't understand. It's hard work. It's hard work to be a fashion designer.
I was working.
It's not the walk in the park, man. Like I told you, I can't draw. But I know how to read patterns and shit like that. And stuff like that. My boyfriend, if he see this live, he gonna be like, oh my God. I think about this shit a lot. I know how to use the sewing machine. Like, a sewing machine is like my life. My mom said, my mom always said to this day, my mom said, I think you should have been my mom, like, I think you should have been a fashion designer. I said, Mom, I got a lot of skills. I can't just be a fashion designer. Not a lot of people that make clothes, and this is no lie, not a lot of people that make clothes know how to read the pattern. I could read that shit in my sleep or whatever and stuff like that. My boyfriend, my boyfriend have no fucking possibly idea, yo. And what's crazy is he got his own clothing line, and this man don't even know the half and shit. Because if he did, he gonna be like, all right, baby, you gotta help me with this. Because like I said, I can read patterns. You know what I mean? Not everybody can do that. Like, I'm a real true fashion designer. I don't know how to draw, but I know how to read the hell out of a fucking clothing. I know how to read a fucking pattern, yo. Like, you know how you want to, like, for example, make a shirt. You know, you can get the patterns from, like, what, Walmart or whatever and stuff like that. When I tell you I got skill, my skill is just unbelievable. Like, I was sitting here thinking to myself, like, I should get myself a sewing machine. Because I keep telling myself, like, I want to make a quilt. You know what I mean? That's why I'm sitting there, I'm going to make myself a quilt. You know what I mean? My boyfriend find out about this, he going to be like, oh my fucking goodness. That's exactly what he going to say. He gonna be like, babe, baby, why you ain't tell me that you know how to do that or whatever? Cause he gonna be like, why you didn't tell me? I said, I went to school for years knowing how to sew, like, and reading patterns and shit. I whatever. Cutting the pattern, you gotta put the pattern on the fabric or clothing the fabric and then cut it out. When I tell y'all I know how to do this shit, I be dreaming about this shit in my sleep. Because when you got skill like that and you got that type of skill, you know what I mean? Thank God for this skill. But when you got that type of skill, you know what I mean? And my boyfriend don't even know the half. But when you got that type of skill, you better know how to do something. Because I thank God for that skill too, though. Because that way, because when he find out, he like, why you didn't tell me? He gonna be like, why you didn't tell me that you know how to read patterns, yo? Why you didn't tell me that you knew about that shit, Toy, or whatever and stuff like that. I already knew my skill and all that. But a sewing machine costs a grip. My mom want me to get back to it, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. My boyfriend already got a clothing line. Now my boyfriend can draw, so that's why I sit there and said I knew his clothing line was going to go far because this man could just draw. Look, but once he find out seeing this live, and he gonna look at me and be like, why the hell you ain't tell me you know how to read patterns? I'm like, man, I learned how to read patterns in 8th grade. He gonna be like, are you serious? Yeah, that shit. Listen, like I told my mom, I was like, Mom, what the hell? What you think that skill gonna go away? I just don't got no sewing machine, but you really think that skill gonna disappear? If that was the case, my damn skill would have disappeared too. Look, disappeared too. Look, my mom said, I want you to be a fashion designer. My mom had no idea, yo, or whatever. You want me to be a fashion designer and shit. And I'm sitting here thinking about getting a lip gloss line and a lipstick line. Look, I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm sitting here trying to figure it out. Look.
I'm sorry, Dr. Cullen, but this can't go on. You're exhausted.
And stuff like that.
But not eating?
I wanted a perfume line. It seemed like people can do that. Like me, I know I could probably do some shit like that. Look, get like a fucking perfume line. I wonder now. Y'all gonna laugh. My publisher is mad at me. I don't mean to say my dude's name, but my man was like, Toy, you got a publisher? I'm like, yeah. I had that publisher for years and stuff like that. He called me every day. I know y'all like Toya. Now I was interested in I was interested in putting a book out. But then after a while, I'm sitting up here like, this is work. This is exactly what I said. I said, this shit is work. Putting a book out is work. My publisher said, like, what you want to do? I can't think of nothing right now, yo. Whatever and stuff like that. He said, what you want the book to be about? About everything. But at the same time, I don't want to be like Zane. I don't want my book like that. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. You know how many people, you know, that lady that did, what's that called? Something Shades of Grey. She went, just writing about sex. And she just blew the fuck up. I don't want to be no Zane. I don't want to be her either. Look, I got to figure it out. And stuff like that. Because you got to have a publisher. My publisher is irritated with me right now. And stuff like that. And people, my mom and stuff, like I have publisher, I have things, I got other things that, because I was going to put a book out. Because I seen a couple of people I graduated high school with got books out. You know what I mean? They got books out and shit. Made it look easy. You know what I mean? Put a book out. But then I said, you know, I don't know. But I have a publisher. But that's what I said. Making a book is money, man. It's putting a book out is, first of all, you got to pay the publisher or whatever. You got to see if you want the book to be gray or white or color. I found out to make a book, to write a book and to make the book color, that's more money. Ooh. And stuff like that. And I was writing, and the only thing about me, I write a lot. And stuff like that. Or whatever. Because at one point I was interested in writing a book. But then when other stuff started happening, then I was like, this is some bullshit. So you get distracted of the shit, other shit. Other shit distracts you. And then you be like, all right, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Then here come the fucking seizures. Then the miscarriage. And shit like that. Then you think about the miscarriage. And stuff like that. I don't want no woman going through a miscarriage. Or whatever. I don't want a woman going through no miscarriage. I don't want nobody to go through that. That pain was terrible. It was a miracle that I got pregnant at 41. And then when I got pregnant, I was happy as hell. But then, like, it got snatched right from under me. Or whatever. That quick. So I was really pissed off. I was sad, pissed off. I wasn't, my friends was like, my friends was like, damn, Toy, you wasn't even depressed. Like, I'm so glad you didn't fall into deep depression. I told myself I refused to get deep in depression. But I really wanted that damn baby bad as hell. Like, I waited all these years to get pregnant and then turn around and lose it. And stuff like that. And then I think about him. Because I was happy about it and he was too. Any other man would have been like, man, what the fuck? No, not him. When I told him I was pregnant, he even gave him the paper. Because you know, some men be getting scammed. Some chicks do that. Be claiming they pregnant and they really ain't pregnant. I literally gave him the paper, put it in his hand, like, look, you looked at it. Because with me, with my pregnancies and stuff like that, I'm not like everybody else. I can't just pee on a stick. I can't pee on no stick, y'all. I would have to literally go inside a doctor's office and take blood to find out I'm pregnant. I can't do like every other woman on this planet, like pee on a stick. I can't pee. I pee on a stick, it's still gonna come up negative. I have to take like a blood pregnancy test for me to find out I'm pregnant. And that's exactly how I found out I was pregnant. Found out I was pregnant, December 22nd, 2025, before Christmas. My mom said, what the hell? Because I really thought I had the flu. I really thought I was sick, but I wasn't. I was pregnant the whole time. I didn't. And I was sitting here thinking to myself like, dang, and my chest hurt real bad though. My chest was hurting real bad. My chest, I was like, you can't, please don't touch me. Look, that's hot. And they was just looking like straight up bowling balls. Or whatever. I said, something ain't right. And when I went to the hospital, they took a blood pregnancy test. We don't know how many months you is. We don't know how many weeks you are. But yeah, you definitely pregnant, so I can't give you nothing. And then I was happy about it. First, because when I got pregnant, I got scared and happy at the same time. And then I was happy the whole time. And then, right from under my nose, right from under me, I miscarried January 29th. Or whatever. And then after I had the miscarriage, then my period came. And then my period came, but the cramps is not like they used to be. These cramps are so on. These cramps leveled up, literally. And I'm not like every female. I can't just pee on a stick. I go to a damn doctor's office and go and see if, you know what I mean? I'm not all like all these other females. I wish it was like that for me, but it's not. Or whatever. Because my HCG don't pop up right away when you take a urine test. You know what I mean? My ACG is not that high enough for to see it on a, what you call it. And even the doctor in the hospital was like, yeah. And my OBGYN now, she like, yeah, your OCG don't pop up on no urine. It pops up in the blood. Or whatever. But like I said, things happen for a reason. But guess what? I gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. Because I'm sure he's hurt as well. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But then when I lost it, he was like, we can try again. I was like, huh? We could try again. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And not all men would say some shit like that. So I was shocked when he said, and then my cousin, my age, she said, so you gotta try again. To be 41 years old and getting pregnant? She said, that's some serious, that's really unbelievable. So, and I'm just like, all right, you'll see. But he keeps talking about trying again. You like trying again, I guess. Well, that Beatles kit, I want y'all women to get that. So it can be easy for y'all to do y'all nails. That way y'all don't gotta keep spending multiple pennies to get your nails done in the nail salon, because I know how it is to want to be looking pretty. And the nail salon is fucking expensive. Now, it wasn't like that when I was young. My sister Lynette my sister Lynette used to always sneak me to the nail salon at 12 because my mom like she can't get her nails done, she's too young. And my sister wasn't trying to hear that shit, so Lynette took me to the nail salon at 12 years old, and that's why I've been in love with nails ever since. And and my mom got mad at Lynette and was like, why did you do that? I told her she's too young. She said, Mom, she's a preteen or whatever. But my best friend Jamie, she got 2 daughters, and they love getting their nails done. They love getting their hair done. She said, I was like, they probably really supposed to be my daughters. She was like, so you funny and shit. It's probably supposed to be my daughters. You know what I mean? Because they like to get their hair done, nails done and shit. It probably supposed to be my daughters. Look, even though my best friend, she liked to look cute too, or whatever. She likes short haircuts, and she wears weave. And like I said, I did my hair, y'all, and stuff like that. And my mom, I didn't know it was this late, y'all. I didn't know it was almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I thought it was still like 10 or 11 and stuff like that. I didn't know it was going on 2 o'clock in the morning already. And I got a doctor's appointment soon and stuff like that. But like I said, Beatles, I love Beatles. I love Beatles. I love Valentino. I love the young Nels. I love them people doing whatever and stuff like that. And like I said, you gotta have high quality nail equipment to do your nails the proper way or whatever. And like I said about this package, I gotta get y'all one. Like if you don't want to spend all that money at the nail salon, get you one of these kits.
Take your time.
And it come with a lot of nails, so you can always give yourself a full set every chance you get when you feel like it. I think it cost me what, $30? I think it cost me $30. I'm not sure. This is the one I was talking about, but I'm gonna get the other like shape because my favorite shape is almond. So I'm gonna get the other one, and it cost me like $30. Look, and they said the nails stay on for 35 days, y'all, and stuff like that. And since I did my nails earlier today with this kit, we're gonna see how long this lasts. And I know y'all like, so you only got one blue nail? Yeah, because my boyfriend's his favorite color is blue. So, if I was you, if you don't want to spend all that money to go to the nail salon or whatever, and then you know what, Crystal, you got it good though. Crystal, you really got it good because you got a sister that do nails, yo. And you don't gotta go to the nail salon no more or whatever. My sister won't come to me. Look. But guess what? That's gonna change everything when she see my nails. Every time I do my own nails, like I know how. It don't make no sense. Toy know how to do everything. It don't make no sense. Like Toy know how to do everything. Look, it don't make no sense. Like for real.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So I'm watching this movie that I used to watch with my mom. It was called Monsters.
Yesterday.
It came out in 1987, and then
I seem to remember being downstairs.
I think 3 seasons. I'm hungry as shit, and it's too late to be trying to go to. It's too late to be trying to eat. Only thing I could think of is a snack.
There used to be a pawn shop downstairs. I was sick of it.
I'm about to get off of here, y'all,
My mother was always selling
and stuff like that, because the other live I made a live, y'all, and it was muted the whole time. And I was like, damn, and it was a good live because I talked about a lot of stuff. And like I said before, us people, like humans, period, even men or women, the only thing I could say is like you're better off being with that one person, so you don't gotta worry about catching nothing and stuff like that. Because I'm telling you, we wouldn't have STDs if they would be with that one person for years. We wouldn't have STDs if You know what I mean? If you just stick with that one person or whatever, and make sure he was faithful to me in the whole time. He's good. He's good to me though. He really is. But like the only thing that, and I told my mom like some men are different. And then this is still early in a relationship. Ain't like I've been with him for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Only been with him for almost a year. Well, but it would have been almost a year because he wanna sit here. And I think that's how I said. I really think he need to take a hiatus on smoking weed because you just come out of nowhere. And I'm sitting here doing my hair, and you just came out of nowhere talking about you want to break up. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? It's not you. It's me. I'm like, are you fucking serious? All this stuff we've been through, and you sitting here saying about this. This is the selfishness, yo. You ain't thinking about nothing else but yourself. But I'm telling you, if I was y'all women, don't date no cancer. Because he is a cancer. And if he like that, you know all the cancer men is like that. Look, just switch up that quick and shit. And then this morning gonna call me, talk about you gonna make pancakes. Then you just said we broke up. This shit don't make no sense. And I like my lip piercing. I gotta get surgery pulled out because it healed under my skin. And then the girl pierced it wrong though.
Well, because you said.
And it healed under my skin. And ain't nothing I can do about it. Only thing I think of, I'm gonna see if I can go to urgent care. It's either urgent care. Or they said urgent care or the oral surgeon to get this lip piercing out. Because I got to get it cut in the inside of my lip before you get it taken out because it don't supposed to be poked out like that, yo. It's supposed to be inside. It's supposed to be like, it don't supposed to be like that, all like long like that. But I didn't know I was on the phone. I did not know I was on this live that long. And thank you for listening to my live. I really appreciate y'all. A big deal. Toya had been through a lot over the past couple months. I had 2 seizures in March. And stuff like that. So, and then I had a seizure on the 22nd and they kept me. I was shocked. Because usually when I have a seizure, I have a seizure and then I be in the hospital and then it take me a while to get back to being normal because I be unconscious for a long time and then I can't talk. So then when they kept me, I was like, oh shit. But my magnesium was low. Yeah, I know y'all like, Toya, you said, and can y'all, I will tell y'all that too. Can you make sure your magnesium is high or you're going to end up, because I'm telling you, you're going to end up in the hospital if your magnesium low. Because that's what happened to me. I didn't even know my magnesium was high as hell like that. And I went to go, you know what I mean? I went to go to use the bathroom and had a seizure standing up. All because my magnesium was high. And stuff like that. So I got to keep my magnesium high. It can't be low. It was too damn low. No wonder I had a damn seizure. And I know y'all like poor Toy. It's not poor Toy because I'm gonna be okay, but I can't be stressed. I can't have bad headaches. I can't be like pissed off. I can't get mad really. Because if I get mad, if I catch a headache, I get a seizure. If I get too overheated, I get a seizure. It doesn't matter what happens. I must get one. Too much pain after the seizure is the body aches and shit like that. And I'll be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But when we break up, I'll be honest, we break up, I miss him real bad, but I don't call or text. But I miss him real bad and shit like that because I'm used to him coming inside the apartment with his key. I'm used to him. I be sleep. It's like he walk on air. I don't even be knowing he walked in here and stuff like that, and he's getting in bed. It's just like when you with somebody, after a while you used to them and stuff like that, and now it's just like it seems so fucking weird. You know what I mean? He don't got the keys. I took the keys back, and then and stuff like that. I just don't know what to do at this point. My mindset is like, I'm sitting here thinking like, should I get back with him? But I'm just tired of that shit. I'm tired of getting, I'm not used to, I mean, y'all, people that know me, y'all know I'm used to being in a long-term relationship. Or whatever. I'm used to being in a long-term relationship. And he just having his ways or whatever. But I don't know. I have to let that man have his space or whatever, because I can't keep doing that with him. I'm 41 years old, yo. I can't keep going through that when he got these weight. You know, he's older. He almost 50. Look, so he got his own ways. Thing is, he don't even look like he that old. Look. But yeah, Mike, that's the best thing he came up with breaking up. I wasn't even thinking about that shit, but you was. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give him space. But thank you for listening to my live. I appreciate everybody that was on here, and I'll talk to y'all another time. Bye. Thank you.
Come here, son.